Hey guys, this is just a quick update video. First off, the game that you're seeing in the background is Skullgirls. You'll probably be seeing a bit more of this in the future from me. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to do at least a review of it. But anyway, first off, sorry that there hasn't been any videos or any updates during this past month or so, but I've been having a terrible time with my internet. Normally, we have about 400 kilobytes a second download speed and about I think it's about 60 or 70 or so kilobytes upload, which is terrible, but it's the best that we can do right now without paying like immense installation costs. And lately we've been just dropping from the normal 400 kilobytes a second to even below 100 kilobytes a second, and sometimes even it just cuts out completely. And we've called our internet provider, and the first response that we got from them is that they were just doing some maintenance, and they were doing it in times that they had the least amount of like usage for them. Didn't really like it, but there wasn't really much that we could do, so we figured that it was just going to last about a week or so we didn't really make a big fuss about it. But then it got into its second week, and then its third week, and we called again. And at first we got a automatic message that said that throughout the entirety of Indiana, they've been having problems much like our own, and they had no estimated time that they were going to be able to fix it. So that's why there hasn't been any videos up, and I'm sorry for that. But the good news is that sometime by the end of the year, we should know if we are going to be getting a new internet service. There is a company that has just moved into town recently called MetroNet. I believe it's just in the Indiana area, so I don't know if it's anywhere else, but it's a fiber company, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll know if we can get an agreement where they will waive the installation fees as long as we sign like a 2 or 3 year contract or whatever, which we'd be willing to do, because for the same amount of price that we're paying right now for the 400 kilobytes down, we'd be getting at least 5 megs down, which is a huge boost for us for the same price. So hopefully that goes through. If that doesn't go through, then there's not going to be any change to the schedule, the hopeful schedule of Tuesday and Thursday. Hopefully, if the internet doesn't start crapping out again. As of right now, it seems to be pretty good, which is why I'm making this video. But if it does look like we're going to be getting MetroNet, then I might be able to increase the amount of videos that I make to about 3 or 4 per week, which would be great. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is that, sadly, Clan of Gamers is no longer active. So the owners of Clan of Gamers were paying too much than they were able to commit, so they had to sadly shut down the website. I still want to do reviews and first impressions and full reviews, but as of right now I don't really have any place to host the full reviews that I have and that I would get. But I do have a couple of options right now. The first one would be that I post them to a Google Docs, and I'll just link them in the video description. But the only problem with that is it wouldn't reach any new eyes. It would just be whoever is watching the videos. So that would be just last resort. Like, I have to get these up, and there's nowhere to place them. But thankfully, during the last month, Steam has just introduced their new reviewing section for the games, which is great. I haven't really looked into it that much, but if it doesn't have any character limits, then that should be good. I don't know if it's just for friends or if it's open to the public. It probably is. I wouldn't see why not. The only problem is that it would only allow me to give reviews for Steam games, which isn't a terrible thing, but like the past 2 games that I reviewed, both of those were not on Steam, so I wouldn't really be able to do much with that. One thing I can do is Steam games can have Steam reviews, but other ones I can have in Google Docs. But that keeps them separated, and not many people would find them that way. The third thing that I wanted to talk about, as you might expect from the recent happenings on YouTube and the fact that everyone's talking about them, the recent YouTube changes. Now, I'm not going to be able to add a whole lot to the table that other bigger YouTube Let's Play channels have already. It hasn't personally affected me yet, but that's probably because I don't really have anything up. But as I continue making videos, it could affect me, so I've been thinking about what I want to do if it ever starts affecting me. And it really just depends on how YouTube goes forward with this, because if they see the outrage that they're getting already from the community about this, then they'll probably change their minds. But if they don't and things go on as they are now, or if they get worse, which would be terrible, but if they do get worse, then a whole lot of YouTubers are going to be trying to find another place to go, which is kind of one of the things that worries me, because there's not really a whole lot of other sites that are as known as YouTube. I mean, there are sites that host videos, but they're not as popular as YouTube. So it kind of worries me as an extremely small YouTube channel that I won't really be able to get any followers. And that really worries me because I really want to do this. This is something that I really want to do. But as of right now, it is kind of hazy whether or not it's something that could be a thing. So I do hope that YouTube sorts out everything and I won't have to worry about this. But if I do, then I'm going to have to find another place to get to. So if I get this new internet, I'll be able to stream, which for me would be really fun because I like interacting with people, which is something I really don't like about doing Let's Plays just on YouTube, because I really don't have any interaction, real time with anyone. I'm just saying stuff and then hoping that I can get a response a couple of days later. So it's kind of one of those things that personally I don't really like about making Let's Plays on YouTube. But if I can stream them constantly, then that would be really fun for me and can get a lot of people to interact. So hopefully I'll be able to start streaming again. But now I'm starting to ramble. I don't really want this video to take too long, so I'm going to end it here right now, guys, and I will catch you next time. See ya.